This in the news. Oakland Tribune, Oakland, California, February 5th, 1918. Attire did not proclaim man. San Francisco, February 5th. Letters, missives on dainty feminine stationery are piling up for Dr. Alan Hart, debonair intern at the San Francisco hospital, while Dr. Hart's friends, among the interns, among them a roommate, are examining a jewel case and several delicate articles of apparel which bear out the theory of the head physician that Dr. Hart is a pretty co-ed from Stanford who had cut off her blonde curls and donned male attire. Dr. Hart has disappeared, and the announcement was made today that he had been discovered to be none other than Miss A. Lucille Hart, formerly of Stanford and a graduate of the Medical College of the University of Oregon. The discovery was made after Dr. Hart had been for several months an intern at the city and county hospital and had enjoyed the comradeship of his fellow interns and smoked, drank, and jested, and had even employed a rather complete vocabulary of profanity. Man-told secret. The secret came to light only through the recognition of Dr. Hart by a fellow student from Stanford when the young intern went to the Lane Hospital to apply for a position. In the hospital of Dr. Harry Alderson of Lane, where Dr. Hart sought a position in the laboratory, he came face to face with a fellow student from Stanford, and there was an unmistakable start of recognition which betrayed the young co-ed. The student told Dr. Alderson. Dr. Robert A. Jones, resident physician at the San Francisco hospital, took the matter up with Dr. R. G. Broderick, the superintendent, and there was an interview with Dr. Hart. He denied the charge of being a woman, and the matter was to be taken up later, but in the interval Dr. Hart disappeared. Motive for act. It is believed that the young woman came to the conclusion that she could best make her way in the medical profession as a man. A beautiful head of blonde wavy hair was sacrificed as Dr. Hart became a reality. Fellow interns at first laughed at the story as an absurdity. A roommate pointed to a safety razor case as proof that his friend had been a man. Investigation brought to light that the razor case was a jewel box. Pajamas of delicate pastel shades were also considered incriminating evidence. A curious phase of the situation is said to be that despite a slight effeminacy, Dr. Hart was popular with the nurses of the hospital.